utility. Trusts have to be pretty careful, and well, I don't think they should try too hard to pressure the Meepo because, like I said, their heroes aren't too mobile. They have long cooldowns like the Faceless Void. Oracle is not really defensive support, and Nyx Assassin is going to struggle with levels. Thinking about all these defensive silencer with the global silence swap from Venge, Batrider is going to like essentially Firefly around and get better information visually, basically.
Could you by any chance turn yourself up on your end?
Right.
Increase the volume of your mic. You're a little bit quiet, but that might fix it as well. I don't know, what are you just using like a headset mic, aren't you?
I mean, the same headset, and I really don't touch my setting. No.
Prepare for battle.
Really weird. Never had this before. Never happened to me, I swear. Right, look at this. Oh, is the ticket on? Yeah, the ticket's on. Nando, Abed, OD, Meepo. DP down to bot lane. Jon Snow with obs wards as well, looking for that aggressive movement forward from Boombell. We're already seeing Fei Mao block up this camp with a sentry. So Batrider can't stack and build that one up for himself. Jabs Nyx, my pro on that Viper. Goals over on the Gyrocopter. Boombell switched over here. Jabs is actually going to go into the support next, it looks like, while Boombell goes off lane Faceless Void, switching up their roles a tiny amount. Little lad here. Lumic, answer support. We've not seen that for a long old time. The Chinese teams used to love this a massive amount, just having that like 4-role silencer. Pop the global so the rest of your team can fight. But this was like back in the day when we had lots of Bop, Storm, and Shadow Fiend. When you kind of needed these squishy heroes to have good early game team fights. Just pop the global, give them that umbrella of safety under it. But now, like saying, it's kind of situation here for the Meepo to jump back in or jump himself back out.
The Venge is going for silencer. Venge is starting boots. He has just boots and no items. Batrider trying to go for the steal, and he gets it.
Nice. EYB, sneaky little snatch there. So both bounty runes going the way of the Radiant actually, as Meepo gets his hands on one as well. Mid Meepo. Abed. Playing Blade boots up against a Viper. I was not expecting this. We're going to have OD safe lane then, Fernando. How these lanes actually pan out. Boombell up against the Silencer. You know, very often, Faceless Void has a decent time in the off lane, just being able to trade hits with the supports and clear his way through all their regen while he burns through a little bit of his. But against the Silencer with Glaives, this kind of tickle damage over time means that that Time Walk on a 24-second cooldown isn't going to be as efficient as we've seen in the past against, you know, Vengeful Spirit, against your nukers like Witch Doctor and Skyrath Mage, stuff like that. You have to be a little more wary about his position, how many hits he can trade off with the Silencer, while up at top, the Bat against Oracle Gyro. There's definitely kill potential here for the Dire safe lane. If Batrider overextends, does still have that mobility with Firefly to jump it off over the trees.
Yeah, for sure, Gyro plus any have kill angles on most laners, and the Silencer, as you pointed out, it's going to be pretty hard for Boombell to get as good of a laning stage as he Glaives mean Silencer is not going to have mana problems, cooldown problems. What usually happens is Faceless Void's going to time walk off like a good chunk of damage. Then he can go in and get some EXP because those stuff like Disruptors, Thunderstrike, and these kind of stuff might be on cooldown, but with Silencer, he's always going to be available to help the OD. Lumic does have to be careful. The Silencer is kind of a slow, squishy hero in the lane. Like his items are, he has no stats, and Faceless Void somehow mans up while OD's behind CSing, then
They will get
is the audio any better, by the way?
It's a little better. I'm not sure what the problem is, honestly. I don't think it's either of us. I think it might be the connection between us. Things up with the internet. There's gremlins in the internet. It doesn't like Korea joining with Berlin. Fan. It's not a fan.
That's such a good run though.
Yeah.
Why now?
I don't know. It happens. Like, I had this with Blaze once a couple of months ago, where, you know, for like 6 months or something, it was all fine, everything was good, and then just this one day, the connection between us was awful. Like, I have no idea why. I don't understand, you know, the workings of the routing of the internet around the world. But no matter how many times, you know, we tried to find a new route to get the Skype call going, even TeamSpeak, it was just not having it. Not once communicate, but and that was a case of him going like all roboty and actually disconnecting. Time I can actually hear you. You're actually audible. Hey, look at all the drawing on the map. GE Illuminati. It's Abed drawing that. There we go. The Illuminati is going to make them win the game. So, Lakel's gyro. This is something he's been playing a hell of a lot of recently, and to some success. You know, good old solid one roll carry. But I think he has to be relatively active this game. I still think that warding enemy jungle, at least after 6 minutes, you've got to get in there and really pay attention to where these stacks are coming through. Because Vengeful Spirit, sure enough, she's got boots first and can roam around, but Venge and Silencer, if they stack up these camps for Meepo, or if even Meepo stacks himself at level 3, a little clone running through, he can burst himself through a hell of a lot, these little creep camps. And then lane doesn't even matter, you know, he's against a Viper, who should win this lane outright. But if he can go back to the jungle and farm efficiently enough to get still into his Aghanim Scepter, Signature.Trust are going to have some difficulties. That's why they send Jabs mid. He's just going to stand up on this high ground and zone Abed out. There's no way back into this. Down the bottom lane, they've kept the Faceless Void out of XP range for a fair amount of time. Who do you think has the upper hand here across all 3 lanes?
I think Vipo is fine with dirty lanes. So in general doesn't put much emphasis on the laning phase as long as he gets some CS, and he can be pretty much a level behind and okay with it as long as he's not feeding. So I thought the Nyx being at mid was sort of a waste because, you know, Viper against me, but how much gonna be able to zone out the meat out of EXP range. He's gonna go back. I think he was waiting for the Iron Talon. Didn't have much better to do. And as for the safe lanes, Silencer, really good job of zoning out. I think both the offlaners are suffering quite hard. It really comes down to the transition out of the laning phase. Meepo going into the jungle is going to be somewhat awkward with the Batrider being zoned out so early. They might have to share the jungle. And not much wave side. So if Meepo goes into the jungle, I'm wondering who's gonna pressure the lanes from Execration and Trust. How can they go into the jungle, as you said, and hunt down the Meepo if lanes aren't being pushed out?
That's a tough one, huh? And Jon Snow gonna realize that this camp is all blocked up, and Batrider, you're right, Bat and Meepo both head back into the jungle. BYB's gonna try and take out this little stack himself, while Abed, very early clearing of this camp just offset from the lane, but he can't go push up across the river up against this Viper. It's just way too difficult, so Boombell bot lane, time walk back, all that damage taken away. But it's these 2 orb effects, the Arcane Orb plus the Glaives of Wisdom. It's not just normal right-click harass, it's heavy, hard-hitting damage onto this Faceless Void. With only a stout shield, I mean, against the pure damage, it doesn't even matter, honestly. But he needs levels. Being forced out a good amount here by Execration, but he's blocking this stacking and pulling.
Oh, Lumic.
From Lumic.
This is what I'm talking about, where
turns back and
got time lock there. Might have died.
Yeah, 1 lucky proc is all you need. Oh, Boombell done his job for now. Pull across will kind of secure this lane, shoving towards his tier 1, so he's going to get even more experience. Unless, oh, are they going to? Oh, can they? No, they didn't pull across. Quite there, nearly. Have the idea. Be able to pull back into this wave at the very least.
Denied.
Not a lane we see too often, huh? The Silencer OD, double pure damage. Walking.
It's a lot of damage. Then you got the Venge to stun him up as well. If they can get the timing of like last word and have the Venge like sneakily standing somewhere and stun just before the silence hits, and then you can just right click down Boombell, you could potentially get a kill here onto the Faceless Void. Like, look at how much damage he takes from last word. 1 stun One stun is all they need from the Venge and a movement forward from OD, but unfortunately, a bit of harass for them as lane equilibrium is all over the place, being pulled across, being pulled up, being pulled down, being dragged everywhere. While mid lane, MyPro, he's low on mana. I think they want to try and kill him off here. The rotation in from the Oracle up to the north, though, he's coming in. Going to try and start things off with Jon Snow moving with the magic missile. He'll poof himself forward. Abed waiting though, biding his time. Just going to go for the right click attacks. But look at the damage from the Oracle. They finish off the Meepo, and Viper's not even dead. He didn't poof his little clone forward. And Jon Snow, a turn and click for MyPro. He's regenerating himself back up to full HP as well. He's going to try and kill a Batrider. Stand your ground and fight up against it because Nyx Assassin can come in with another stun in a couple of seconds. But MyPro's burning through. The damage output, the Carapace is there from jabs to slow him down. And MyPro with a high ground vision might be able to finish him off. But BYB, a miss uphill. That poison attack. Level 2 Nether Toxin might not have been quite enough to kill the Batrider. Would have been close.
Abed had control group. Venge went in. The Meepo that was supposed to poof in kind of just stood there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, that was kind of a mess up. First Blood should have gone to, or could have easily gone to Execration. Bit of an unfortunate series of events.
Oh, drums Fernando. No Midas for the 6 lane OD. Just going to go straight into the stats build we've seen before. Treads drums, build into, your Rotovatos, your Blink Dagger, things like that. With Meepo dying there, he's... Oh, wow, hang on a sec. Meepo's got Iron Talon. Interesting. I've not seen this build before. It's usually for mid Meepo, it's brown boots, bottle. People like the boots of travel, but that's more of like an outdated build nowadays. And you just farm the jungle. Just keep collecting runes, farming jungle. But I guess if all of your runes are being controlled here by, Nyx Assassin, Nyx down the bottom lane actually. Spike Carapace is used, and Boom Bell, he's got a time walk. He'll be fine, just to wander away.
Going back to the Iron Talon Meepo, I think it makes sense in that, he can clear medium camps really well. It's just like the big Hellbears or Centaurs that take a lot of time. And with the Iron Talon, he can be a lot more efficient with it. So he's making all the big creeps into medium creeps. Poof away at one camp. It's only going to take him 2 poofs and maybe a couple of auto attacks. So he can kind of clear more camps before respawn time. It's the word from Jon Snow.
How's Lakel's doing up at top? The little Gyrocopter has been left alone pretty much the entirety of the game, and he's just getting on with things. Farming through the creep wave.
Any game that Lakel's gets a lane where the offlaner leaves at 2 minutes, then it's not, you don't even have to watch the lane. He's gonna get perfect CS. And he will have to be somewhat aggressive, but he's going for the Dominator build, which is also okay. I think one of the concerns I mentioned was that if you try too hard to go for the Meepo, you see all these defensive abilities on the Execration. It might be better to kind of macro up on your own. Gyro doesn't suddenly fall off and doesn't have to rely too much on all the call down damage and rocket barrage damage, and later on he can just kind of reliably pressure the Meepo with Black Cannon.
Right now the Viper has mech. Oh my goodness, this timing is pretty big for MyPro.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Does
attack.
this indicate if Trust are going to be playing any more aggressively or anything like that?
I think... I don't know. The mech... Usually you see Vipers who don't have such a good laning phase, they might skip the mech, but he had it pre-8 minutes. It's gonna be so big, it's gonna be so imba at this point. Mana is gonna be somewhat awkward, so he's gotta pick up those magic wands, power treads, but I think Execration looking at this mech are going to be... They're gonna think twice about ever pressuring this Viper, committing on this Viper.
I did go for the boost of travel though.
Radiant's
I
top
said it was
tower
outdated.
is under attack.
Players like Wihar, everyone's safe.
Radiant's middle tower is
How
under
does this
attack.
Dynamic of the match. Give macro game.
Radiant's top tower is under
It
attack.
might be the synergy with Global Silence, I'm not sure. So, Meepo with the Boost of Travel, obviously one of the greedier builds in my opinion, but when played correctly, nicely timed Batrider and Silence, then could be scary. Although I agree with you that probably Ags would have been safer.
Dire's
Level
bottom
3
tower
bench.
is under
Poor Jon
attack.
Snow, he knows nothing about how
Radiant's
to
top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
elite it against the Viper who's just raining down the up the smoke.
Dire's bottom tower
Blame the
is under
savages they can
attack.
farm and get
Dire's structures are fortified.
Riders. Blink dagger. Lando's just down at bottom lane.
Dire's
A lot of
bottom
damage
tower
output and
has fallen.
they've got a lot of firepower. I looked at the
Radiant's middle tower is
5v5
under
head on
attack.
flash thunder.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There they go. On my pro, he's a Mech Viper.
Nando, he's got damage, but it's not going to be quite enough. The lockdown to continue the spell coming in. Corona's available.
Radiant's
Now in the
middle
tower.
tower has been
Pop Jon
denied.
Snow here with Boombells.
Radiant's
Really
top
aiming
tower is under attack.
for it just for the Legend of Spirit. He'll do it for Nando though, and on the back, BYB's taken out while Nando is still caught up here in the corner. He walks forward. He walks forward in Trust, but they've got nothing to put down. That's Raquel. This is right clicking in Spiral and they kill him off. Nando gets the kill with a standing eclipse. Viper and Oracle still low HP. Goes up while in the meantime.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That OD ult did so much damage. And we didn't talk about the synergy between Viper's early mech and Oracle ONG ult. Can be pretty crazy. It's basically like having a 8-minute mech with this on your team. That fight was okay for both sides, I think. I think Execration might be a bit happier because Meepo didn't have to come and he didn't get punished for having Boots of Rebel. Bruno was sort of wasted, but they got the OD eventually anyway. X has a lot of gold. Didn't really buy anything. Arcane boots probably being a standard opener. I'm not sure if he's trying to be greedy for the Blink Dagger because he feels like his job is just to land those Blink Dagger stuns.
Good
go.
Midas. A lot of Midas. Oh, Nando. That's a bit of that's what I've got, but I think with the damage control has got around here, Nando's pretty much just Babs used that vendetta very wisely. 8 from the OD initial engage with the rest. Killing off Nando, slicing quick. 5k net worth. Right behind that Jaro. Back, Execration has done a very good
Radiant's
job.
bottom
Really
tower
keep
is under attack.
on. Felt that Trust had outfound them in the middle. Riders found a mount. Now. Blink could smoke. They really want this.
I think Gyro for sure. Gyro is going to be going into the mid game as the game
Radiant's
progresses.
bottom
Gyro's
tower
the
is
only
under
one that
attack.
can pressure the Meepo. Maybe like a crazy farm Viper with some weird items can, but for the time being, Gyro down and the game is the vision, but
Global. Running
Oh, man.
up by the Viper Strike, but in comes the hasted Batrider, dragging my pro back, but there's the false promise. Keep alive and a stun. 2-man impale into the cooldown. Frost have got them all on lockdown, with a Chrono there to secure and seal the deal. It looks like Frost just gets a 4-man sweep. There's nothing to be done. By Execration apart, run and hide before the cliff's up, but it's not enough. That's our observing ward.
Radiant
Guess who gets
structures
the
are fortified.
Mr. Oracle with his
Dire's
flying
middle
flame.
tower is under attack.
Tragic stuff as they oh,
Radiant's
that
top tower
was
is fallen.
so. It was so bad for Execration. I think Silencer got caught, they just had to leave him there and to die. What happened was they used a Silencer ult. The Silencer sort of panicked, or he felt like he needed to get the ult off before he died, so his team can be smoked there. So they wanted to get something done, but they wasted the duration of the global silence ult, and then Batrider's lasso got completely countered by the Oracle ult. I mean, that's the point of the draft, right? The global silence plus lasso. It used to be the counter to Venge when you have Batrider and the enemy has Vengeful. You pick a silence on top of the Batrider, and now who's countering who, right? Oh, just like one misstep for Execration, and global kind of like.
Actually, mana burned him, so he couldn't proof out either. Stuff, and Nick Assassin did good Midas. They've double Midas on Trust. Hyper and Nick. Well, the initial game has gone well. Really going to be. Boombell makes exact. Sitting on 80.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Round
attack.
boots, belt of strength. He doesn't have tread. He doesn't have a Iron Talon. No Midas. Why is he saving?
Was he saving Goro, or did he just get a lot of team fight money because they did win that fight? Oh,
well,
Boombell.
Radiant's bottom
Spend it. Boombell to spend money. Oh,
what?
Time lapse everything off. Time warp, but he's still dropping. They're not escaping this one. Lucy's about 300. Hard earned money. Waiting to see.
Viper?
Yeah, by the Meepo, they've not got the engineers onto them, and Abed has to try and TP away. Throwing these nets left and right, while Nando's drop low as well. The Salvador swap and the turnaround. Vipro's caught. He's the button, but he's too tanky. He's beefed up through all the damage. Get another hit in on.
You belong in the...
Right down towards the middle lane as well.
Radiant's
Execration is
bottom
crumbling
tower
on all
is
the
under
things. Trust the one lane, the aggressors. Jumping off the Oracle down the bottom lane. This should be... Right, one of the TP's out. Are you kidding me? Oh, Execration can't catch a break.
Oh, they're gonna tilt so hard, and you know that moment at top was a classic Viper moment. Being that Venge, I would kind of disconnect from the game, take a deep breath, and join after 30 seconds when I'm reviving.
Dire's bottom tower.
I'm done
is
with this
under
for now. I'll
attack.
come back, guys. I just need to leave. Well,
I mean, the Abed's farm is really good though. It does have eggs.
Dire's middle
Kind
tower
of,
is
I
under
mean,
attack.
that's the only thing that they can look forward to. Abed was dodging fights left and right. Does have that Ags, which 20 meepos, 4 meepos, right? Yeah, 4 meepos. And they'll have they do have global, but I think the timing is still as Blink Dagger. I think now might be too soon for meepo Blink Dagger, which shouldn't take too long at all. It should be, he should be able to farm it before 20 minutes if he doesn't get killed. It looks like he's gonna go for that Quilla in between. I'm not a meepo player. Points of Quilla is.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I've seen it.
Radiant's
over.
bottom tower is under
Your
attack.
items, the
Radiant
skip
structures
items.
are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, I guess
Radiant's
that's
bottom
really
tower
good. It's
has
gonna be
fallen.
farming in the jungle.
Dire's structures are
Hours
fortified.
up there, caught through house. Is it gonna be in time? Boom bell!
There, oh, there it is. There it
Holy
is.
shit!
Dire's top tower has
Horrible
fallen.
into death while mid lane has been caught. The call down. Lumix dead. Answer. How dare you kill our faceless void with a global? Their OD and Vengeful Spirit out, and that's great. Tier 1, they keep farming, getting killed. And you mentioning this Blink Dagger's 20 minutes. Dude, he's up to 1600 already.
Meepo, man. I think that was a nice showcase of what this lineup is capable of. The global and 2 Meepo. The Trust are okay. Got kills. I think he's dead.
They kill the kills, they've got the damage, and they've got the kill. Unless the Oracle comes into the boss from alive, Fame out, turns back, and Abed is trying to retreat, trying to escape. He barely gets himself away with a final Meepo pooping out of there. But Lakel's got to count your lucky stars. You've got Fame out on your team. but absolutely impaled. Catching the Batrider.
Dire's middle tower
Like, well,
is
keep
under
to
attack.
the lane. I bet just
Dire's
take another
structures
one.
are fortified.
Trust, they're being dragged across the map, looking. They're only getting killed. Say now, Abed chronoed up. They've caught him at last. They damaged to kill him off with a pure flame. Burst through that little Amiibo, but he's pooping himself away, and there's no stun. There's nothing to keep him held in place, and they'll have to again finally relegate themselves to that vengeful spirit hill. They desperately wanted.
Yeah, that was a pretty clutch series of events for one full minute. The attempt on Gyro, the clutch save by Oracle, and Meepo escapes, and Meepo escapes again at mid after getting the tower. It does have that blink dagger though. Well, I think I'd like Execration to be more careful with global silence ults. Last time they did kill the Faceless Void, but I think they have to be greedier, bigger targets, and
Yeah, he's got the stun onto them. And there should be a kill to Abed at last. Global stun. Oh, that's a bit of a waste. They thought they could fight into that because damage output.
What do you think Jab is going with this? Dagon?
I usually go Dagon, and because you can just go solo kill. That, like, fine. Scepter. Yep. I'm not 100. Well, I think.
Yeah, this Nyx is playing so well. I don't like. I almost like counter jinxed him. I was talking about how hard it is to play a Nyx assassin as a support and get items and levels. But level 12 at 20 minutes with these items, the early bite is definitely paying off.
Yeah, we've seen it build from off-lane Nyx. Talon off-lane Nyx, farm jungle, Logan, then stop his mission. Dagger, you
Roshan
earn,
has
stuff like that.
fallen to the Dire. Dire's top tower is
Whatever the hell
under
he wants.
attack.
Power's being limited. Arcane turn for your Oracle. Perfectly fine. They're trying to set up here, jabs. That Vendetta, I think they Nando. Decide what they want.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Walk out Nick, they're not coming. There's Lumix. Oh, you can't TP under the guys of jabs. Pardon? There? Wait for the boom bell. Ace of blood. He found BYB. Boom bell is trying to go for the kill, but there's no one to help him out here. That's just
Dire's middle tower
Ah.
is under attack.
That was sort of weird. Was Boombell the one pinging, or someone else? Maybe
Dire's bottom tower
misunderstood
is
the
under attack.
pings for, chrono him because he was way alone there.
Illusion.
Now the Batrider might try this. There's no chrono.
There's a
They
meter.
do have global. Yeah, they have a full combo basically.
Yeah.
It's just that Arrow has Aegis, so the only way that Execration even think twice about going on the Gyro right now.
How's it going to go about this? Is it going to be Lassos, Tongue, Mikel, now the Lassos? Nope. They're holding on to it for a secondary life. How?
Did they check for the BKB?
I'm not sure, because he's going to pop his BKB and turn and fight this. Cooldown's there, he puts damage out, but look at the DPS from Meepo. In comes stun from Jabs, though. They're holding the kills in place. They finally got the kill, or do they? The Oracle! The last second save for the Force Promise, and Vengeful Strip the one to drop. Lakel is going to get healed up through it all with Mypro's mech, and he's health again. Lumix will stop out. Oh, buddy. Oracle is just perfectly placed every single time.
Moments like these, I think that was the third time this game where Oracle had those saves that would make the enemy
Dire's top tower is under attack.
basically not enjoy Dota. But every time,
Dire's top
not
tower
every
has
time, but often you'll see these bans on Oracle as a team picks up the Batrider. Very nice play from came out this game. Been pretty much
Dire's
on point
top tower
everywhere.
is under attack.
Oracle's
Shiny!
failing. Okay, there's the Dagon. I kind of wanted the Dagon over the go for the Zap Tower. They are honestly
Where's my pension?
Vendetta. Arsenal. At the time we've seen this lad escape on 100 HP. That Dagon's gonna be all those kills.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really funny that this Nyx has having so much success, and usually when people think of Nyx Assassin, they kind of think about the Blink Dagger. He's been going around, and I don't many instances where Execration kind of baited out with the sentries.
Kill. Now
Or nice.
UIB from my pro. Damage down. Abed is here with the DPS. He's got the kill. Takes down Jab. Question. The lane break. He'll push.
Abed? He has a Blink Dagger. He doesn't have anything.
Kind of burn him. He is actually blind Nando. Available until Abed jumps forward, finds the tier 2 with a glass down. They're going to focus Lakel's. The right click power of this Meepo is good enough. Oracle's still standing here fast. Not going to be Meepo's dead. Toronto lands on the Luna. But Nando is waiting over to the side. He's teeping away. They just need a bash or a stun. They don't have it quite there. Execration, once again, is all worthwhile.
Yeah, it looked like they could chase though, honestly, even as a hitter with full vision. It looked like it was an okay chase. Mostly because I think Meepo is pretty good against Gyro, despite, unless Gyro has 4 or 5 items. He only has BKB Manta and Lifesteal. With these 3 items are semi-damage items, I guess. Like, they give some okay stats. But at this point, Meepo can man fight the Gyro. It's this damn Oracle that's creating problems with Execration. 2 ways to kill Gyro. Batrider's lasso is getting cancelled. Meepo in a man fight, straight up man fight, Meepo can still beat this Gyro, but it's just this Oracle is basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Death and gold are linked.
Big item for Meepo. Have that hex
Radiant's
off.
top tower is under attack.
Gyro. Oh. Time walks the majority of this damage off, but he'll be able to do anything else. But down to the ground.
Wicked barbecue.
Nando might be in trouble.
Stop pause. On in, Manaburn takes one off his health down, and Nando, he's beating for this. The right click damage for Lakel, we just vision over on Nando to the flat cannon. Sure it, the double flat cannon pellets flying across him. Jon Snow, he tried to come in to save his teammates, but the Lakel is still here. The Meepo. Ballsy, for goodness gracious me. I was a little bit too far forward. Jabs, blinked on, Carapace is there, the group damage is popped out, but it's capped in the trees. Down back to Execration. Again, it's just not a worthwhile. Stay alive. Him popping his BKB time and time again. Global file.
I know that's one of the downsides of silencer lineups. The team has to come together, and you want to use these globals for it can be for 1 or 2 kills. Even 1 kill is fine as long as it's an important kill. Like the context of a kill is important, and even the execution. I think there is more to be desired from Execration. I think Silencer's idea of using global and the sort of team aren't really aligning all that cleanly. I think Lakel's is able to do this because they wasted too many globals and focus fire on other heroes. I talked about how, Gyro down, they're gonna have a much easier game. 6-1 has pretty much all the items you need for mid playing safe. Gonna go Butterfly, or Butterfly is usually pretty good. Can't get the MKBs on his clones.
catch him off the
Oracle though.
and there's an Oracle on the enemy team.
I was the harbinger of that.
Played on Carapace, Nick. Pyro in it. I guess you're relying so heavily. I want to jump in and kill some other globally.
I think, I mean, for Meepo, I think it's a special case because he has so many clones. It's like the 40 times 5. And he doesn't really think too much about the active part of the other Real Blade. It's more of a cheap means of getting that nice damage, 40 agility on 5 Meepos. And then, obviously, against the Faces, but it's gotten out of a lot of utility and his teammates and stuff.
God is left. Maybe blink. Quite often, you know, we. Rest. Extra or ship guard or something.
I think I might need for tank. Sure, Hex. I don't think Hex is that good this. And it's not the, you know, what do you call it? I mean, they can still do the combo where they lasso the Pharaoh and their Oracle has means to get out of global silence, right? So the Hex would kind of be redundant. They pull off their combo well, they can still lock down the gyro. They just need more damage and be able to sustain or survive the first burst of Black Cannon from gyro right now. Like, no one wants to go near the gyro at the beginning of the fight because they're gonna black damage. If OD turns on BKB, has some more armor, more HP, and is able to do stuff in the front lines with the Meepo, then I think that's gonna be.
Up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Stop. The Oracle. Bottom lane. What a corner. Lasso. Chrono over on the side. It's caught up Nando. The swap back and KB with spell. Now it's the damage output is right up the top. The tier 3 taking about these others going to keep back to front and then Kelt will be the first responder. Was this too early? It looks like it was. Like Kelt is shredded by the Meepo. Then they just spam take the rack. I bet you can do it. The rest of
the E-Blade
are rushing in. They're trying to fight. They're trying to get into this, but Arbit is going to take the melee racks and he's got it. Execration. They'll lose their Meepo here, but who cares?
That was sort of expected, I think. When I kind of see the reasoning behind Trust. As soon as they popped the global on Oracle, they knew where Meepo was, and they wanted to surprise Execration, maybe thinking wouldn't expect them to be so aggressive after they lost Oracle, which has been key to their success all game. But I mean, the Meepo, man, I'm surprised that Email didn't tell his team, you guys can't go there. We're gonna get racks. That's a Meepo with 5 clones, and looks like he's gonna go for a second E-Blade.
Holy, really? What?
I don't really know if there's any other item you can make with Ghost Scepter.
Fun. That's.
Oh, I've seen it before. It is strong.
Double E-Blade?
I mean, it's the most damage you can get from it. From that one item. Meepos. Bads anyway.
Add into that first damage. Well, see, I'm so used to seeing Blink, Aghanim's Impact,
Into the dire.
Guardy or double. Blade.
Oh, think about it this way. He wouldn't have gotten the Rex without had he gone Hex instead of E-Blade, and Blade's a lot cheaper.
Down now.
Fly, my pretty, fly.
Taken out. Life. Fly out soon. I'll fly actually. E-Blade there, we've got it. Placed out. Now, how plan on pulling the sides again, because that's what I did earlier. The Oracle top.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Bait them.
attack.
Bat Rider jump. Well, jump the prod. Careful with their out. Then they've got to go and hunt the silent. The Nyx jabs on silent. All that global. Rough. Poke can just have. You do go for the silencer, you know, finish this race.
And it's not too easy with the Bat Rider, you know. And Stabs has a blink dagger, I guess. It's gonna be sort of risky though. Right now. Abed? He's gonna look at the tier 2 tower. It's
Dire's
gonna
middle
die so
tower is
fast.
under attack.
Never mind.
He gets himself out of there. Poof away!
Why do I always
Dire's
assume Meepos have
bottom tower
ages?
has
It's,
fallen.
Meepos always have ages. He does have to be pretty
Dire's
careful.
bottom tower is under
Nice.
attack.
Yeah, this is gonna be a scary Meepo though. If he gets buyback money, then head into 10 Meepos.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
once you're flattered down, once you fight, that's something. Right now, we just
Dire's middle
Lane
tower
from mid.
has fallen.
back to mid. And it's gone from being 13 head, their score at one point, like 11 to 25. The kill score, you know, balancing this out a little bit more. They've been hemmed up in there 5-6 minutes, been able to cross the creation of iron grip. I think that Trust can kind of hold on. Got Roshan, they got Aegis. They've got something to try and withstand this damage output.
I think
Viper.
one of those weird items I talked about where Viper gets super fat. Yeah, Maelstrom. Not an item you see every day on Viper, but still. He's gonna need the Mjolnir to charge on himself by Micro.
Viper. He does match himself out, but once he's used skill there, he doesn't have buyback though. That can back up and running. Out through the window, the Execration. Again, they've got the lane pushing in pretty hard. That's jump again. Picked off. Their numbers advance. They don't have a hero to go high ground, do they? No one like, you know, Garotop tower. Have that damage just available to them. Still need to really try and initiate a fight. Find this tier 3 summon.
Top?
Now, it's Nando.
Dire's
Oh,
top
Meepo's gonna
barracks
red
are under
bottom.
attack.
One racks.
Lakel, Meepo's down in bot, you're right, and Boombell. He's waiting for chrono timing, but Lakel, he has got to throw the call down, and he's got KB, but probably after the agent. He'll hold on to it for now. This time, Meepo's keeping up the top kills, pops the PKB in, but the chrono there. Bat Rider's dropped out. The TP won't be alive, but Meepo's bot again. He TP'd top, he TP'd bot, he's moving himself from side to side. He's got the melee racks down the bottom lane. Jab will stun him up, and Abed is held in place. But Oracle, you've got the Fortune's End, you gotta keep him held.
Oh, the Great Escape!
Moves away.
Oh, look at him. They got the range racks too on top. They played Trust so badly just now. They I think Trust went from top to bottom about 3 times in an interval of 40 seconds. And obviously this is how disgusting boots of travel can be on Meepo. Personally, I don't go boots of travel because micro Meepos, but third E-Blade coming from Meepo.
So is Aquila.
Yeah.
Blade. Plus 100.
It's agi too. Way more valuable than kind of just like the armor, so you can tank towers. Crazy. He has more than 200 agility on each meet.
For me.
Blade trying to trap up the kills. Wait, hurt the BKB. That rider's gone and Nando. He's. Give up though. Life for this one. Blink forward, boom bell, the bash. They've caught him again. Blink, you can blink. You can get
Over
out
at top.
Oh, yes, out just before the stun is coming through from. Then was Fame now being gone on by me? Oh, he's gone down to bot. He's jumping from. Bad. Game.
Meepo, I would see the first person of Abed later on. Kind of interesting. The way he plays Meepo is kind of like kind of a rat. I think my ass would be proud of Abed. Very objective based. Did that writer.
Space. Looks like he pops himself out to try and go. Kills. I have spotted out though the stance to have this. Allows for Nan well. Really? Got to be careful, he does have BKB and Manta to get out of that. Butterfly now. Fly back into the fight if he wants to. Jump forward though. Jabs the global there, and that's the first one. He's got mana for the second. He's actually burnt through his mana pooling, can't through the battle with boom bell. Oh, the chrono! It's perfect! Damage output is great, and Lakel just has to try and stay on the outskirts of this with a DBS coming through from the gyrocopter. Cleared for 2. Third, and now the 4th. But Johnstone traced and aced by Boom Bell. The kill off Lumix down at the side. He forced out top of the cliff. He's got no escape. He's got no life.
My boys.
Jam. For once. Hey. Hey. No. The courier got it.
How did he know?
Courier. Oh,
that
man.
courier must have been coming as soon as the fight started. There's that feel-good moment for finally. This game was going pretty well for them, and then the racks happened at top, and momentum kind of swung. You have the Aegis, and you know, it wasn't really an Aegis that makes you confident, it's more of a consolation Aegis. And now that they got the big chrono into gyrocopter combo, possibly even out the Arachnus, maybe one Rax, because tier 2s are still up there for the top and bottom.
Radiant's
Back
middle
out.
tower has fallen.
It was just the kills though, he's laughing up the camera.
Oh,
Great
wow.
jab, he's got a stun DPS combo. Jab with the play, he's linked in the purpose, and this is
Dire's bottom
kills just in the right. Tactical full stand. Swap here. Over on the back. Hypro has to try and deal with these. Out. Oh. Back in onto Nando. Straight back onto the horse. Action mode back on. Abed wants them to be faced again.
Yeah, I think Trust kind of back because the range tracks wasn't going to be worth it. There could be a scenario where somehow Execration buys time and Abed TPs bottom. They only have only one max that's you've seen before. With 3 E-Blades now, it's gonna be gone 10 seconds maybe?
Oh, Roshan. Yeah, that's damage. Holy.
Fallen to the race.
Faster than Ursa, I think.
I was meant to have this.
85 when they that base damage and all the agi is gonna. Well, a lot of right click power from these. Cut from Trust. Their combo.
No, because there's that Radiant Ward right there to the left. So,
Nando back and the global is there. Out with the Nando. The double global.
oh no!
Spirit's still dead, but Boombell taken out with the Eclipse. Nando now Ahmed into Micro. He's dead and gone, but Lakel has to call down with Black Hand and he's taking down one of the people. He's gone. The Ghost of Replay keeps him alive until the Purifying Flames of Fame will kill him off. And it looks like it's a sad story. Execration still a buyback from me. Might be able to drag himself back into the game. He's going to wrap it out towards mid and. Oh. Buyback. Dead.
Oh my
He dies
god.
back. No response. Oracle. He's going to have to run back into the fight, but Abed is slowing to me. Lakel's caught back into this. He's going to take the rack. He's got a grip available. Then by bursting down, Abed, you have to TP out. He's going to retreat. Get up away from there. He does indeed. That rider will kill off jabs, but the damage is dealt. Heroes with that buyback here. Must have 2 men left standing. Bo comes back with full HP as a vengeance. He wants blood and he's gonna suck it out of these buildings. Mega creep here from Execration. This game, topsy-turvy. I don't. Oh, wow, this Meepo has just completely crushed things handedly.
Honestly, Abed is styling this game. Making these smart choices, not those scary combos. He's more like looking at the loopholes in the map, basically, where Trust have base undefended and Meepo can walk up to them slyly, and it's on those Raxes. It only takes 5 seconds. Did you see, by the way, in the last fight, OD versus Nyx on the side? It was kind of funny, but they were both trying to kill each other, and Nyx assassin, it looked like OD might kill the Nyx. Nyx mana burned him for like 700 damage. Just died.
Poor OG. KB's down. Down at level. Oh, elbows.
Oh, nice Astral.
Place to pull that back. Fame out. Keep alive.
Oh. Why didn't Batrider go in after the Oracle? Yeah.
Careful, pops and let's go this down. Oh, thrown out as well. But where is he? Where's the jump in? Abed is globally. Come back in though, and it's my pro. The Viper is right click down by the 2 supports. It's the start of the 2 of the bend, taking down this mid lane hero. Boombell. Oh, another hex out from Nando, and Lakel's forced to BKB. He calls down, he's got no HP, and with no buyback available, he's kept alive a little bit longer. But he does actually have a buyback, comes straight into this, but my pro definitely doesn't. Kells against the world, 1v3. Answer is low HP, but with the OD as well as this Meepo still up and running, Lakel doesn't stand a chance in the world. That goes that. Very good night. That's best of 1, goes the way of Execration.
Honestly, this was one of the games that I truly didn't expect going into the mid game. I mean, you saw what happened for the majority of the game. Trust was always coming out ahead, and then that one fight happened where Abed. I don't think they won the fight, but Abed went and got the racks anyway. And the momentum swung, and I think